Please?
Since dropping out of college, work-shy Scott has never held down a job. Dixon thinks it's about time he learnt the value of hard work.
He's never done anything before. Just sitting idle, drinking, boozing. He's lazy. That's the only thing you put it. He's lazy.
Mr. Sadiq wants Scott to join a team of 8 men clearing up a busy market square.
I'm not touching that.
You'll get used to.
I'm not getting used to anything. I'm not going near that. I promise you. It stinks. Can't breathe. The whole street's just full of rubbish. I'm not going near any of this. It's disgusting. It's minging. I thought Southend was a shithole, but Southend's like Hilton compared to this place.
Almost half of all Kenyans are out of work. And with no welfare state, a job can be the difference between life and death.
He doesn't want to work, even if it means to earn a living. So we must actually try to take him away from that attitude. He must have an attitude change.
Appalled by Scott's behaviour, Mr. Sadiq marches him back to the pound to explain himself to Dixon.
The smell just made me really ill. I couldn't touch the rubbish. It just made me feel sick, to be honest. Unhygienic.
The way it looks, you just want to have an easy life. You sleep, you get money. How do you get money like that? Stealing?
No, I borrowed from my family.
That's nonsense, really. Look at me, I'm coming to work. I'm not here to wait for my mama to give me money to buy my things. This is very simple. Yeah, Scott, decide for yourself, decide for your life. This is it. What kind of boy is this? He's useless. I've never been to Britain, but I'm surprised, I'm shocked. If this is how they are, I'm sorry for Britain.
Dixon could have given Scott's shift to one of the locals who come to the pound every day desperate for work. He wants Scott to realise what it would have meant to one of them.
The situation by now is very bad, because we all people who don't have job and we have nowhere to look after our family. In fact, we have to come here only because there is no any other job outside this place. But now we have nothing to do.
So, Scott, you can understand now, he wants the job so that he could feed the family, he could look after the family. And here you are, refusing the job. Is that fair? Scott, is that fair, really?
No, it's not fair.
It's not fair.
I feel horrible. I've taken his job and now he's got no money to feed his family or whatever. So if they don't eat tonight, it's my fault. Makes you feel like absolute shit.
Their punishment's over, and the school have agreed to accept the teens back, despite Scott's facial hair.
I'd like you to construct a sentence using will and have.
I will have my dinner later.
I want a sentence that looks this way.
For Billy, it's a chance to hear about the lives of her classmates.
My dad he's a drunkard, but the way I see him behaving with my mom, I totally don't like it.
Yeah.
Because he gets drunk, beats up my mom. Then I say, if getting married is like this, better living single. And education helps you a lot. Like here in Kenya, without education, there's nowhere you can go. Nowhere at all. Life there at home with your mother, how is it?
Me and my mum argue a lot. About money and getting drunk and things like that. But yeah, we can get on sometimes, but there's not a man in the house. There's no dad, so if there was a man there, maybe it'd be a bit more strict.
They really appreciate school and schoolwork and sort of getting on with things out here. A lot of my mates just have like ambitions to become footballer's wife. It's not the same out here. They really know what they want to be, sort of thing, and I don't know, they want to do it for good sort of reasons. How old is she then?
I want to improve the modern technology of the aeroplanes. I want to be the first person to make the fastest aeroplane ever seen in the world.
I will get a scholarship in a good university.
In English, pupils are being asked to read out speeches they've written about their ambitions in life.
Yes, Scott, tell us what you want to be after 10 years.
I don't really want to read it, if that's okay.
Go on, Scott.
After all his showing off on the first day, Scott's confidence appears to have deserted him.
No. I don't want my speech read out.
Why?
Because it's embarrassing.
No, read. We are waiting for you.
You'll have to wait all day.
He shakes as if he's going to faint, like something like that. Bailey is like the boy and Scott is like the girl.
He was shaking, he was sweating, he could only look down.
Scott's cocky front is crumbling as he struggles to be honest about his real feelings.
I answered the question. I don't want to read the speech out.
After school, Mr. McGarza decides to give Scott a second chance to prove himself at work. His own upbringing was in stark contrast to the average British teenager.
You know, we had a really hard life, really hard life. We are in a family of about 9. And my father died when you were very young. At your age, I was not doing everything for myself. Even getting some casual labor, I really worked hard for, because my mother could not afford it. We are proud of that. We're proud of that. And I say that because I know you can do it.
I respect him quite a lot, to be honest. He has done really well. Like, he's worked solidly for like his whole life, even when he was young. So, yeah, he deserves full respect, to be honest. I just want to prove that I can actually work without them just looking at me as if I'm some sort of failure.
Mr. Sadiq put Scott to work clearing piles of rubbish off the streets.
Been working for about 10 minutes. Knackered. I haven't done a full day's work for about a year. I haven't done half a day's work for about a year, so there's dust everywhere.
Oh, Mr. Scott is doing tremendously now. Today he has proved that he can perform. And he's doing it skillfully.
It's a woman's job.
Congratulations for that change of heart. Yeah? Always have a change of heart. Always think that you can do good, you can do perfect. Yeah? And that one will give you a drive to do any job on earth here.
After seeing the people here and that, and working and that, I feel like I really should get a job and work and earn my own living instead of sponging off people. Because, yeah, I think I'll get more of an achievement out of that, the fact that I can earn my own money rather than having to borrow and take from people.
One of you should pray today.
Who is praying?
I don't know really how to start it. I'll just try. Oh God, thank you for blessing us with this food today. Amen.
Amen.
This is a try.
Okay. How was your day today?
It's Scott and Billy's last day at Coral High, and Principal Okemwa has entered them into the school poetry competition.
My family are very special to me. I love and care for my family. One day I hope to have my own family and be happy. Families should have love, happiness and respect. A family should trust one another and care for one another.
Scott's never read a poem out in public before, but with his confidence boosted, he has an opportunity to show he's matured.
I find it difficult to talk about emotions in front of people, especially when you're trying to portray like an arrogant sort of blokey image, and then you're reading out like emotional poems or just anything about yourself.